gonna be a trip to remember where I was. It's been a minute since I played this game. Oh, he's trying to get the body down, that's right. Sorry, let me just get Twitch running on my phone. Here we go. Twitch. My channel. Boom. Okay, here's the deal. It's only gonna be an hour tonight. Because I started very late.
There they both are.
Oh, here we go.
Two identical shoes. Both copiously green.
Okay, I was trying to find my shoes.
Reunited on your feet.
That's
like
good.
Two baby crocodiles.
These do not look like normal cop shoes.
Normal cop is not what you are.
Do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now. Truth be told.
That's good. So how am I gonna get this down?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Okay.
He's about to blow. Cops gonna...
How do I get him down though? Of course, it's here since at least 2 years now.
Left by work.
Oh my god, the
Anywhere
game's...
from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Why is this game bugging out so hard?
Noted.
Noted?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes at home. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Kenny's that count? I'm not allowed to do that either. Oh, can I go through here yet?
An inconspicuous part.
Why is this so fucking tripped out? Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong. Let me restart the game quickly, see if that fixes it. It works sometimes and then it bugs out super hard other times.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Noted.
Heavy workers' boots with... Isn't this something an There they both are.
Okay, got my shoes.
It's pretty clear. Good. They're...
Okay, shoes collected. Try down your gun. Oh. So, using my gun would be good. Whirling absent bartender, you also last at a local pawn shop. Okay. I want to see if I can get in here first.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing.
What is this?
Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at a pile of roofing material?
Because there's
Ooh.
a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There it is.
aside.
You see a shadow.
Nice. I can't believe I passed that roll. This is good.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Indeed. Usually after 10 and 1. Sleep after 9 o'clock. Sleeping heals all your Wounds and shit. And tube of magnesolum, magnesium supplement. Pig's head? Looks mummified. Ugh. Silver plate traces of bone, yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Ah, some
The lieutenant
drugs.
isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone's taking narcotics, perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
Point to the ladder in the
see that
corner.
ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor.
Ah. Okay. Blister says get out of the way or get fucked up. Remote on me would have put that point into the electrical chemistry stat of the game. Look, my guy's not a drug addict. He's just cripplingly addicted to alcohol. Barrels are half full of rainwater. Ooh, a coat. Oh. Oh, I see. Interesting. Doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Ooh, I'll take that. Some money, definitely. Some more money. Ha. Well, I can't really do anything up here.
Looks like someone left
Ah,
his
here we go.
tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Luke
Yes,
Lieutenant.
it's probably yours. It bears the RCA
Oh,
insignia, and you have
great.
a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look
The wind
around.
is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane.
Holy shit, that is
towering in
massive.
the distance, over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
Do you really work
What
out
are
we're
we
doing
doing?
here?
We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention.
Okay.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Do you
The
think
cloak?
this cloak's
I
mine?
do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops.
The
Oh
cloak
my
looks
god,
like
okay.
A bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
What? There's nothing I could possibly do to make this better. Oh no. But it doesn't have the courage.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast.
It doesn't
You're a
seem dangerous.
boxer.
Lieutenant must be
And you
crazy.
what? You could have died there. Shit,
Damn.
shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
I'm alright,
I
I just can't do it
understand.
now.
You can always come back when you are feeling better.
Okay.
It's
Gotta be honest, I'm kind of feeling that my build sucks ass. Only 2 more failed jumps and dead from fear. I can't really do anything. Okay, I guess let's go find my gun. Not sure I remember your build. Can you show me your stats? Where do I see again? Here we go. It's all like brain build. It's all arguing. Oh, my savior fare is god awful. So my guy's a coward. Okay, I can't do anything else up here. Guess I'll go look for my gun. It's pretty good. For example, you can probably change 8% of savior fare because you must have a debuff from close. Oh, a debuff. Oh, I see. Oh, I do. So if I take my shoes and my trousers off. See, we can go again.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
Oh, I'm not allowed to do it now.
It for their own.
Put a skill point in to open this white check. Damn. There's really nothing else I can do up here, right? Seems like knows the answer. Okay, let's just go back down for now.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks? Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got? You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5. And then what? You fucking there?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you?
Shut up,
You feel
electrochemistry.
tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself?
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Okay.
Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
So you just pointed this and asked what it
You could use
was.
them.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game.
Right.
Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do any.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a Kuno nose. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Yeah.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Shitload, pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking.
If I were to want to waste my time,
Just jump forehead.
I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Okay.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Right.
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night
Damn,
City.
it was in Cyberpunk? Hell yeah.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Okay.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means.
you're testing Kuno's.
Get lost.
Okay.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop him back.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
Okay.
That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Breakthrough imminent? Oh shit.
Volumetric.
Hope it's not in Night City last night. Well, who knows what glitches they built into him.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars.
Oh my god,
No
okay.
officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit
All endurance white tanks.
lasts.
Checks unlocked to learning cap for endurance race to 4. Ooh, wow. That's very good. Did I not do that? Huh. Okay, let's go find my gun, I guess. And let me save as well. There's a quick game once you just try again now. Ah. So now I can investigate it.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body
Let go of your
below
nose without
is
throwing
entirely
up.
dedicated. As you breathe
Dude,
in,
I thought I was gonna
the
fail
odor comes
again.
over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Jeez.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and
Oof.
blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Okay, inspect the
The
boots.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast.
He looks like some kind of
to
a
the
soldier or
decaying flesh
something.
above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow.
Okay.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly part of a larger set.
This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE.
Oh, it's like
I'm guessing
power
that's
armor.
vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
Okay.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form.
It is. It's expensive.
Lieutenant draws a line in conversation in the surrounding with his
We've
index
requested
finger.
similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Jesus. It must be a soldier or something then,
For a full
dude.
set, about 4 years of wages.
Holy crap.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company.
Okay.
This confirms my own assumptions.
Oh, so he's not a soldier. He's like a drug bodyguard or something, right?
This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Wait a minute.
That's for us to find out. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did know. Your first instinct was correct. This equipment is way beyond what a security guard
I won't
can
tell that be
afford.
spoilers. I'm working it out. I'm piecing it.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side. of a
Oh,
porcelain
they're
cup.
weird. I thought they'd be more metal. Okay.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor.
Sure, spreads
It
kinetic-
spreads kinetic energy
Oh.
horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
That's cool. There's I remember they were trying to work on some kind of technology that was with like that liquid that turns to solid when people get
Faint
shot.
Organic lines cover the
I don't know if
plates
that
where they
anything ever
separate
came of
into
it.
Smaller ones. These plates
Interesting,
then
though.
divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether,
Holy shit.
like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps.
What does this
If
remind me
trees
of?
were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice
Oh.
the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100,
Ah.
1000.
So we can find out where it was bought
Can
from.
you read it to me?
Tips the drying ballpoint of his pen on his
We
tongue.
have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done.
Okay.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
List you with the boot on your
He's
arm.
gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Should I pull his head off?
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do.
Okay.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week,
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the
Oh,
boot.
I forgot that
They are fused
happens.
to his feet now.
Happens with
Why do you
clothes and
think
stuff.
The locals haven't scavenged them yet.
you're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, It would probably be better if the lieutenant...
Yeah,
The
okay.
anticipation makes you crack your fingers.
Processing will take care of them. With the city...
The cadaver slowly
So where we
twists
got?
on the cargo
We need to get the
belt.
armor,
His torso
get the
covered in
hangman's
tattoos,
boots,
and
use Kim's shortwave to run the
extremities
serial
blotched pink
number.
and blue. The hangman's
Okay, belt
knot is
time.
pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below.
It's a cargo
Yellow,
belt, isn't it?
hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties them. This is a steel-reinforced cargo
Oh, I'm a
lashing
genius.
belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Oh, don't ask me how I know, but this is the lashing belt used for airlifting
Airlifting.
cargo.
I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Uh,
The
reinforced
local
kind.
harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense
No
they use
RimWorld have
whatever was
heard great things about this.
without paying
I said I'd
attention
play this
to
tonight.
incriminating themselves.
I'll go between them, so I'll do RimWorld tomorrow probably, and then this on Friday. Well, on Friday I might do a double because it's Friday. I might do this for like a couple hours, then RimWorld. I really want to finish this though because I started it and then got distracted. Local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever on hand without paying much attention.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike.
No, I feel like they did it. Wait, no, but that's one of his own. Maybe they didn't do it because if this is if he's from the docks, that means he's probably hired muscle for the docks because he has like special boots that only like a criminal organization with security could. I feel like it was something else.
Yes,
Going slabs next time.
definitely. This
Do you
better
have
be-
them? I think you have to buy those as DLC. I don't know if they were the free DLC though.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Okay.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think the lasso...
Some of the
Then put on
DLC
the
sips
back
were
to
free,
cover.
so that might be one of the free ones.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the thing.
So if they don't have a locked symbol on them, you can play them. As long as they don't have the locked symbol, you're
The
good to
cadaver
go.
hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder
One because
to
they
the
have cheap
solar
castles.
plexus.
Oh
Each
yeah.
time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing.
Okay.
Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Map of the
The
night
map of the
sky.
stars.
Easy for inspecting.
I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Interesting.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Damn.
So am I.
A sun rain fills the air as the temple sends it from his orange
He
jacket.
takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small
How you find it so far? It's very interesting. It's very slow because it's not really combat. It's all just like dialogue and working stuff out. I haven't played too much of it. This is only like the first hour and a bit in the game. It's very interesting. It's not my kind of game I'd normally go for, but this has been the fun of streaming. I play a lot more stuff that I wouldn't normally play. Like single player games like this I would have had no interest in before. I'm gonna let him work.
Kuno? What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Reaches two metal capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines
I
there.
have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
The lens, adjusting
A
them.
sound, a
Oh my
shrill
god.
flash, followed by the breaking of a small
Flashbang.
of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Interesting.
In case
It's a good streaming game with all the shits and different voices of the game. Yeah, for sure. Not having to read all the dialogue is excellent, to be honest. Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person.
Ooh.
By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted.
Streamer mode where chat can vote for stuff for the streamer to do.
To us, someone should decide.
Maybe I'll replay this if
We
my
need to
stream
show
kicks
them.
off then. Can I have it? I should look later at the course of this.
Sure, just don't lose it.
And the piece of rolled up paper is no longer it's no larger than a pack of
The
cigarettes.
glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Okay.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Oh, I can't do that yet.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head.
Okay.
His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed.
I've got
What
good
remains
Inland
is an
Empire.
unrecognizable
I got good
mess.
lore detection. Yes! Oh my god, he's talking to me. Where are you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder, in the past, way out in the west.
But who are
I'm a
you?
joke. Look at me.
You are never who you're alive. There's nothing funny
There's
about
nothing
you.
funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer.
He was part of the fucking gang, wasn't he?
Go ahead. Oh, what do you mean? It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination. Go
I learned that from
ahead.
SpongeBob.
Ask me more questions. Because you're a copperoonie.
Okay.
Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony. Because you have. Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I
Between you and
am.
me, your name is probably Harry.
Could I really be
You can be
Harry?
anything you want, brother Coppo.
I hate
Do
you
I
thinking you're
remind you of
boring.
Someone?
Oh shit.
Born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
I think we've gotten everything.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Okay.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
Okay.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And
Okay.
even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the
Climb up
branch.
there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
With a buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Buckles the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release.
Okay, okay. So I need to find my gun, really.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Take the
I
shot,
blew his head
Lieutenant.
off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Well, give me the gun and I'll do it.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
Oh shit, here we go.
Produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick.
A
and
paper
gives the
cartridge? Oh, I see.
5 tucks.
A paper cartridge, it's like a musket.
That's a Kiel A9090 armistice.
Muzzle loader, there we
Mass-produced
go.
Muzzle loader. Ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He
Cringe.
then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Where did he hit?
You idiot! Mugabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in
Can
his
fail to
hand.
check what noob.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him done.
Give me the
As bad as
gun.
it is, us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not.
Oh shit.
Just don't lose it.
Okay.
I only have one.
This is the sorriest pair of
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer.
Okay, feel the weight
Cold
first.
piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
Slips right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
Damn, that's not a good position to hold a gun.
What are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Putting the gun in the
The
belt.
buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Okay.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss. Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free.
Don't.
Do it!
Pull the trigger. Fucking.
intense shit, copper.
Could waved his gun!
Okay, close your left eye
Field
first.
of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the new
I thought
light
that pointing the
as
gun at them would be
corpse
more
slowly
intimidating.
rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Okay.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Do I go for it? This is a red track and cannot be retried. I think I'll fucking miss. If I shoot it, I'll miss. Hey, it's your story. I'm going for it. Oh! Let's fucking go, dude! Holy shit, 28%.
The buckle explodes into tiny
What a
pieces,
roll.
coming loose with a whir.
What a fucking roll. The buckle doesn't.
With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you,
Okay.
looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Communism?
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from. Only that it's
Never did an expo, so I never tried this. Damn, GG. I don't think I should have tried it.
Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
How did I do? I'm in
Good
disbelief.
shot. Ace is high.
Just try and wait for you to slap it.
The ace is high, a custom invented by the
Gamba.
aerostatic brigades during the revolution. is used to celebrate success in Revachol.
Bro, I'm
Especially
high-fiving him for
in
sure.
wars. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
You slap it. Give that shit a high
The
five.
lieutenant
Gamba's
gets a little
scary. I
off
don't like yelling
before
Gamba.
the
Gamba's scary.
salutation.
I'm one with the chaos, dude. I melded with the
Precise
chaos void.
and down to the point.
Ever since I accepted I would never win at Mario Party, I melded with the Gamba void.
I knew these guys were.
I'm going in.
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull.
This game
It's
seems
clear
hard to
he
understand
enjoys
halfway
himself.
through. This isn't even halfway, this is just the beginning. Basically, I'm a drunk cop who doesn't remember anything that's going on. This guy standing with me is my police partner, and we're investigating who killed this person. So we're trying to work out what goes on. There's a lot of stats and checks, and you sort of make a build at the beginning. My character is good at analysis, arguing with people, and he understands like the world. He's got good like knowledge of the world. He's really bad at physical activity. He's really bad at talking to people.
I knew they suck each other off.
One
We will
day.
perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm
C&D
sorry
with
to
no
interrupt
combat,
the
do swear I love
jubilations here.
chaos. Yeah, that's
Just
a good way
little
of
briefing
explaining
before
it.
we do the autopsy.
Alright.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Claire, the leader of the
Who?
union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging.
That's
The
true.
harbor just east of here. Getting
East.
in might prove a challenge, though.
Okay.
Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
What's the physical activity for then? So a minute ago, my coat is up on the roof, and I had to pass a physical roll to jump from one roof to the other. That activity I just did was a physical activity, and I had a very low chance to pass it, but I got super lucky. I'm sure you like punch people and stuff. You do get damage and stuff. Like you can see here in the bottom left, I have morale damage and health. Earlier in the game, I tripped and like damaged my ankle. You can show the stat screen maybe for code. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. And those were the interviewees.
Which one is it? Here you go. So this all shows you like hand-eye coordination. So that's what I needed for that one. So you've got three different things. You've got intellect, which is like your logic and shit. Psyche, which is like I think this is talking to people and stuff and understanding people. Physique is like endurance, pain. I haven't got pain threshold and stuff, but I'm assuming there's points where you get like punched and shit. This is to do with drugs. There's the heroin act, tune into the city. Half-light, let the body take control, threaten people, so you can like threaten people and force people to tell you stuff. So far, save your fare is what I failed before. The occurrence how all these come together. Everything here helps you in passive checks by moving around and speaking to people in active checks. Yeah, the game's super interesting. It's kind of... The one thing I don't like about this kind of game is it's hard to make a build without playing the game first or understanding the game. No, it's not linear. It's open world. Oh, I have skill points, actually. How many skill points have I got? I'm gonna level this up. Because I wouldn't mind that. Media rhetoric. Ready, aim, fire. That's for shooting. Take the bullets in the world, kill you. Not at all, it's maybe less linear the story game there is. Yeah, it doesn't seem very linear so far. Oh, that sounds fucking cool. I had 2 skill points to go. Accept changes and close.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Okay.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit. And the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death.
Long story short, big game, big fan of gameplay system, not a big fan of the world.
Is, you have no
Racer reminds me of Jermaine Clement. He kind of sounds like Idris Elba. That's what I thought when I thought of him. Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no. And hygienically? Let's not go glove hunting, please. Let's use division of labor. I perform the anatomical side.
Okay.
While in your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form.
Now they only have one paperwork too.
Officer, what haven't you lost? Good. Otherwise you would only have one shoe now. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several actually, but only if it helps move things along.
Let me apologize to
Yes,
him.
well,
It's okay to cry, Runkari.
Work off yours for now.
the autopsy form is near the end.
Okay.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open.
I want to make
the
friends with Kim.
The bright
He
red
seems
paper
cool.
is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Okay.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
One
That's you.
assistant.
Not an energetic start to an autopsy, I agree.
It's messed up. Kuno feels pity.
Just leave it empty, officer.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde and
Coroner's case number.
57 dash.
How does he know that?
03.08. Next.
Name?
NA. Next.
So we don't know his name.
NA. Roughly 50.
dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Race. Mondial.
Fair to olive skin from the east.
It's good that I'm
of
smart.
Monday.
It's actually been
This
useful.
is as vague as it gets.
Brain
You
build
might
is
as well
paid
say
off.
Whitish.
My character is a drunk genius.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Day of
We're
death.
still going with March 4th. 51.
Okay.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck.
Evidence
Only
of
one box
treatment.
remains.
With physical build, you already punched people instead of thinking at this point.
At least not after the initial examination. Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Oh, we did well.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature.
Okay.
A holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Oh. Wow, I almost failed that.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
Interesting.
And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found
Holy
today.
shit.
42 stations of breath.
Oh, I did Robocop. Breakthrough imminent.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse
Let's
cannot
go.
feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with the
Robocop.
surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
Turns the body to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Okay.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them.
I'm not stealing the boots.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.
I'm a good cop. I'm not stealing the boots.
100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue.
Damn, surprisingly detailed.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case.
Have a
file
good
for
job. Chug alcohol while off working.
The photo
Okay, I'm a
is taken
legal
on the scene
cop.
Using a Frigate Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Okay.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Oh.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging.
Okay.
The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Okay.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Okay.
Get your mark.
For the lieutenant proceeds a small folding knife with the other hand pulling on the belt. Starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's always the material cannot be
Still
cut.
worry. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
Oh
we
yeah.
need to cut the belt to see the
I'm gonna
ligature
fuck this
mark
up, dude. I'm gonna decapitate him by accident.
with as much precision as you can.
Oh no.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Look for a good
The
spot to
belt
cut.
is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread. Right.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Oh god. I regret that. I'm gonna cut his head off, dude. Here it goes.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Or a really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound. The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggot. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Okay, yeah.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts.
Definitely let Kim take this one.
His knee, full snap, The knot is
Oof.
slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet.
Okay, we
revealing
got
the
lucky
dead
there.
man's neck
I thought I
and
fucked
the
it.
dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
Enters the chain cutter's back and then nails closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a
The
gap.
rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Oof.
Chest is intact.
That's a big drop for a hanging, especially.
Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
Now, let's get up and see.
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat
Okay.
injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Interesting.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of it.
30%, that's a lot.
Wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades.
Perfect time. I've not been able to get my body down yet. I don't know how. And I don't want to know how. Nice.
Duty.
I'll say this on it, how I took a very high risk and it paid off. Scarring is extensive, way more than law officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item. Hands.
His face in them to the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Forever rolling the dice.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for? Il Corbo de Cappadocia.
Nothing, I got
goes.
nothing.
This was pleasurable. I sincerely thank you for touching my hand. We should do this more often. Be close like this.
Oh, this is
alright?
getting weird.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Interesting.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What
Okay.
next?
Description of injuries. We should probably do this first. No,
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone
Well, we
through
have to do
both the
internal
external
first.
and internal examination first.
okay, let me try and talk to
Shoot,
him.
Looney Rooney. Come back late.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Let's find
Of
out.
course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Man, the moral, the
What would that
story.
be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very, very vulnerable to compromises in its blood
I think
supply.
that may well be the moral of every story, officer. Good.
Okay.
Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With
Take a
his
look.
eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Respiratory system.
Okay. Back hunches in prayer. He begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are
Oral cavity
used.
shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants,
Okay.
possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside
No
the mouth.
scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in
I'm
that
looking
it's
deeper
hard.
inside.
Once more,
Oof.
you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach, and into your inside, you see darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo.
Oh my god, I'm succeeding at everything.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think
Neither
so.
am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
Oh, I maybe do.
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
Queen Shizumi wonders if there's still something we could
Like
do.
the toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, cardiovascular.
Okay,
The body
I made a
exhibits
change there.
rigidity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck.
Okay.
Visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
For the passive checks, it only shows the successful ones, or if you fail everything possible with every stats and passive skill check. Ah, I see. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces is there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Okay, description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. Oh, so we inflicted them? Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter.
Hey, the encyclopedia, that's his build.
Bloody water.
Yeah, it's pure. I'm absolutely brainy as fuck. My brain is unbelievably fucking coarse. We mentioned it, Bruno.
See? These pigs are fuck.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Okay, bite
Head,
marks.
Chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation.
Wait, I can show you my
results
build, I
damage
think.
to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Here. So I've got everything in the brain is all powered up. I got a little bit of this, so I could do some sneaking and stuff. But mostly it's I got Inland Empire as well. I want to see how this plays out versus mine. I'm only gonna do this autopsy and then I'm gonna head off because I started quite late. But I'm gonna play more of this tomorrow. I think I'm quite enjoying it.
And your opinion, officer?
Inscription, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Head, chest, and scalp bite marks position. Birds cause damage to the body. No,
Agreed.
post-mortem.
Next injury.
Contusions.
So,
Gunfire
the scalp
after?
bleeds
If I
from
see
a
Moon about?
post-mortem
Yeah,
head
sure.
injury. A stab.
I'll see if Moon's
The
about. Yeah, I'm
injury
down.
did not have the rim of an
I'll play
early
one.
inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
Okay.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description.
Okay, non-fatal.
Next,
Ligature.
a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
Okay.
Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
That they must have hung him up after he died, because when people hang, this is a fucking weird thing to know. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I had a low degree. When people hang, it's like drowning. You can't physically drown yourself because your body won't let you. You'll push yourself back above the water, even if you try your hardest, unless you weigh yourself down. And it's the same with hanging. If you get hung, the reason they tied prisoners' hands behind their back is because your hands instinctively move to grip the rope that's hanging you. It maybe not the rope above, but normally on the neck. It's the same with strangling. So in order for him to not have any scratch marks on his neck, it's pretty odd. Educational stream, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to know about how you would react if you got hanged.
2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side.
Non-fatal.
Why do you say that?
I don't think this was an injury that killed him.
Why don't you think it was fatal?
Why weren't his hand tied? Exactly.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think
There's no shot he was hanged to death. If he hasn't got scratch marks on his neck, there's no shot he was hanged to death.
I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How did it
It
go?
was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
So now we need the toxicology, because it's possible he was poisoned.
We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks. We are lucky. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Cool.
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
Got it.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Search
sure
the
we
body
didn't
one more
get
time
everything.
thoroughly.
There's always something.
There's no point in me not trying it.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
White checks failed sometimes have penalties. Yeah, I know. I had a penalty earlier from a white check failed. If there's something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Did the one that would have been, if you did this one, that would have been Pog.
Only if all else fails. Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Can I buff perception? If I buff perception, and then we pop this in.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into...
Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
One more time. Everybody pray. Because this is about to be it.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close.
Clean.
As if by their own volition. It's dark all around.
The
You
Gamba
feel
God,
pulse
they
in
call
flesh,
me.
First with your fingertips, then...
The Gamba God, they call me. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's all dark around you. You feel cold, slippery, fresh. And the palm of your hand. What is this? I'm so fucking nasty at this game,
His
dude.
face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Crawl up his
They
nostril.
are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
The fuck is he doing?
This sounds very
The
far.
thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral
Oh my god, I
cavity
thought the
is
game
cold
broke there.
and moist. A ball-like tongue.
Oh, I can't save. Attaches itself to the base of my loin around like a
You're
scallop.
on the right track. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery,
Teeth are
delicate
budding
to
hard.
touch. From the soft meat,
And in the back of the
teeth are
mouth.
budding. Hard pearls.
It's
of
doing an
bone
animation with your
in the
character, that's why it's
gums,
slow. Oh,
and in
okay.
the back of the mouth.
I didn't see.
Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen
Ooh.
shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear dark.
He was shot. He was shot in the mouth.
Then abrasion collar.
Oh, okay.
This is what we're after.
I don't know what this
I
is.
see.
There's a pen in his hand, isn't there?
Kuno is silent. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your
Your
finger in it.
index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh.
Is it a bullet hole?
Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Oof.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Okay.
This man will never sleep again. Never. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's
Oh my
gelatin.
god, his hand must be like
Slug-like structure
in his
are
mouth
damaged too.
all the way.
The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's cavity cut between the
The
hemispheres.
lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Kuno's voice is
Your
harsh.
fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of
Ooh.
your hand to follow.
Okay.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
A bullet?
Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Feels a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside.
Oof.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
Okay.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Ooh.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
Okay, precise spot of exit wound. Let's go. Yes. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, here we go. He puts him back down. I see he's doing the animation now.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp.
It's a
like
bullet.
metal.
It's got to be.
With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just... The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop,
Oof.
your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom
He was
made of
shot.
lead.
Did he shoot himself or was he shot by someone?
Fucking beautiful.
A bullet.
Small marked evidence under it.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep
No,
it.
no, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Just the bag in your bloody hand. It feels
Looks like we
light.
need to add one more item to your injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate.
Says pretty metal. Now I'm curious if things will change because you got that. Dude, I can't believe I got it.
Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Bleeding, fatal injury.
Agreed. No, I'm pretty sure that was it.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death. and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had
100%
my doubts
agreed.
for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck. There have been other signs too, small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
Very much
There is,
so.
of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it.
This little thing
Oh,
could
God.
reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. The room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Okay.
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation.
Okay,
What
here we
really
do
happened,
this.
that's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily.
That's true.
I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me. We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. The body bag should contain the odor for the duration of the transport.
Got it.
I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. No problem.
Got it.
One more thing. This was really good work, detective.
We're done.
Alright.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling past
There
the man's
go those
face.
beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands.
Damn, I'm so happy I got that dude. The gamble paid off both times. Okay, this is me for tonight. Oh, I need to do more.
Hobocop.
Oh, okay.
Technically, you wouldn't be a
Bonuses.
cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over
Learning
for the top
camp.
chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar, the old L'Assommoir, to the pair
Reveals
of
extra
Sewers,
specials collection
to
editions
the
terror
Royale,
balls on the
where
map.
for 300
More money
years
from
they
selling
interned the
terror.
dead.
Learning
You
camp
could
for
plunder
Shivers raised to
royalist
6.
crates for long forgotten triple malt.
Oh, you have to accept them. Interesting. Is there any negative? What's Shivers? I see. So lets me be a better drunk. Okay. That was good, huh? You can forget them later? Cool. Right, I'm off for tonight. Thanks for watching and hanging out. I'm gonna play more of this tomorrow. I really enjoyed this tonight. It clicked with me a lot more today than it did last time I played it. Friday will be RimWorld. Possibly more of this. But yeah, I'm off. The gamba paid off.